Husky friends and family. Welcome to the second PE activity of the day for our at-home lesson this week. This one is a really cool one. It's based off real-life activity that I really enjoy doing in my free time, and it's based off the game disc golf. And if you're familiar with that at all, you can hear the word golf and you can picture someone hitting the ball across the course, and to get in a hole in disc golf is the same idea, except you're throwing a disc. It's not like a traditional frisbee. I should go get mine, but it's like a smaller disc, about as small as the size of a small saucer. But the concept is great no matter what you're throwing. So before I get started, I just want to let you know, if you're a grade kindergarten, first or second grader, you are more than welcome. In fact, I would encourage you to not throw a frisbee if you don't want to, because I'm going to go how to throw that in a little bit. And if you haven't done that before, and probably a lot of you haven't, because it's usually something we teach in the later part in the second grade and third grade and up. If you haven't done that, you can just do the same exact activity we're going to do in a fun way with a ball, and you can just choose to overhand or underhand throw it. So the concept of like a golfing-based game is that you're trying to get an object into a hole, okay, or into a hole or a target, and you're trying to do that in as many throws or hits as possible. All right, so I filmed a version of me doing this, so you'll see, what I'm referring to if this doesn't make sense. But the rules of this are, you must use 5 different targets, okay, and you'll see it in the video. I use like laundry basket, cardboard box, little coolers, a bucket, I think, not a bucket, but things like that can fit the ball or the frisbee inside of, okay? And each target has to be placed 10 steps away. So you'll see me, my first like hole, or my first start, I start in here, and I start going out that window, that door. So my target was 10 steps out that door. All right, and then your target number 2 is 10 steps further. Then I start my golf course, starts inside, and then it goes outside and around my backyard. Please don't judge me. I did not mow this week, and my yard is out of control. It's really gross looking, so don't judge it. And your goal is to get it into all. So once you make it your first target, you pick it up out of the basket or the bucket or whatever you're using, and then you're just moving on to your second target and your third, and you're counting how many throws it takes you along the way, and you're trying to get it in all 5 targets with as little throws as possible. Okay? So again, K1, kindergarten, first and second graders, I would encourage you to use a ball, maybe a sock ball, a bean bag. You can underhand, okay, or overhand. Remember, if you're a younger friend who's going to do some throwing, okay, if you're going to do throwing like this, don't forget, step with that opposite foot. So right hand, I'm stepping with my left foot. Same thing, overhand, right hand, left foot steps forward, okay? Now, I want to talk a little bit more, because a lot of you have done throwing activities before in your own free time and in PE. But I really want to talk about throwing, my frisbee throwing skills to my 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade friends. And if you're a kinder first or second grader and you want to try frisbee style, you can, okay? Now, if you're thinking, I don't have a frisbee at home like this, okay, don't worry, because in my video, what I use, and makes a perfect substitute, is a hat. Because hats, honestly, they fly a lot like a frisbee. And as I said, I started my course inside and I worked outside. I don't really want to be throwing a hard plastic frisbee inside the house where I could break something. So I'll talk to you about how to throw a frisbee, and you can set up your course, your 5-hole course, your 5-target course outside where a frisbee's great. But if you can only do it inside or part inside, part outside, I'd recommend using a hat because it's a lot softer, or anything that flies kind of sideways. Now, if you are using a frisbee, okay, and you're going to use your throwing hand, just remember to keep that throwing thumb, okay, I'm right-handed, so my right thumb is on top, okay? Now, you might hold it a slightly different way. That's okay, whatever's comfortable for you, but the majority of people will do that, and they curl their fingers under, and a lot of people like to rest their index finger on the ridge, okay? It gives you some stability, all right? It's almost like you're, yeah, so your index finger is pointing forward. You can also curl all 4 fingers underneath and throw it like that. When we throw a frisbee, okay, we are throwing it across our body. So I'm bringing this frisbee to my opposite hip, my left hip. And unlike the throwing thing I just talked about where we're stepping opposite foot, we're going to step towards our target with that same foot. So I'm stepping with my right foot, stepping with my right hand throwing. So it's kind of all in one motion, okay, for our backhand throw, which is all we're worried about today. All right? So again, fingers curled underneath the lip, index finger on the ridge as an option. You can also do that. And thumb on top, nice firm, okay? Good firm grip. All right, step, bring it nice and low, release soft. Try to keep that frisbee parallel to the ground. Okay, nothing changes with the hat, really. My thumb's still gonna be on top. My fingers just kind of curl underneath the bill. And this is kind of wonky, so everybody's comfortable. You're just stepping, giving it a toss, trying to hit your iPad. And that's it. If this is confusing right now, don't worry. Just keep watching. The video of me demonstrating will make a lot more sense. You can see me counting up my total throws. between each hole. I think it took me 10 throws to get into all 5 of my targets. Is actually a lot less than I thought it was going to take. It wasn't as tricky as I thought my course. You can set up your course and make it super complicated or make it simple. Remember, it's 5 different targets, and each target has to be 10 steps apart. Okay, 10 of your steps between each other. All right, when you finish this video, again, or this activity, a photo is a great way to submit your assignment. A video is an awesome way to submit your assignment. But if you, I had my partner videotaping me or recording me doing it so she could follow me around. But if you don't have anybody at home with you, just comment and tell me how many throws total it took you before you're able to get in all five of the targets. And that's a great way to let me know how it went for you, and just let me know what you thought. All right, good luck with this, everybody. I hope you can get outside, enjoy the sunshine, be safe, and I'll see you all later.